Hello, my name is Allie, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Mystic Destinies, Serendipity of Aeons, Shinji's route. We are on his final chapter. I'll try to get all of this in one video. I don't know how long it'll be, but let's just go. The wedding of the millennia, or so I was told by some attending guests. I stand by the railings and look out to the sea. It's pretty quiet out here on the terrace, away from all the overly loud and overexcited guests. I still can't believe that Mickey and Lachlan actually got married. I mumble my thoughts out loud. Or that he actually became the High King. I nearly jump out of my skin at Shinji's sudden arrival. I turn around with a huff. Shinji! Sneaking up on people is rude, you know. Oh, is it? I was completely unaware of such a fact. I stare at him, as deadpan as I can manage, but he doesn't budge. I sigh, knowing a losing battle when I see one. Well, anyway, it's still so strange to be back here. I'm surprised that they held the wedding here. That one was kind of out of their hands. Apparently, it's some ancient tradition of some sort, especially with how the last queen was deposed. As it turns out, I kind of own the whole thing. Right of conquest or some nonsense. And since they're my parents, he shrugs. My personal attendant explained it all to me, but honestly, I didn't want to hear it, so I just zoned out. I love how when he doesn't give a shit about something, he doesn't care. I see that... Wait, hold up. Your personal what? Personal attendant. The way Shinji says the title, he makes it sound like it's the most heinous thing in the world. Wow, that's... I can't stop laughing long enough to say anything more. Keep laughing and I'll assign you a whole entourage of personal assistants. Ones with very specific instructions to never leave you alone. That stops all laughter immediately. No, you wouldn't dare. Wouldn't I? No, you would. That's exactly the kind of thing you would do. Fine, I won't laugh. Great. Now that that's all settled, we can go talk to the bride and groom. Mom said they'd be waiting for us. Since I have no idea where the two might be, I follow after Shinji. Somehow, completely avoiding all the guests, we leave to find Mickey and Lachlan. Purple room. As it turns out, they're hiding away in one of the bedrooms. Ooh, what are they doing? After wedding fun? Mickey and Lachlan greet us with smiles as we enter. Well, I am pleased to see the happy couple. I can't hide my surprise at seeing Killian with them. He wordlessly nods at us as a greeting and quietly stands up from his seat. He motions for me to take it. Oh, thank you. Poor Killian. My heart still breaks for him. Flustered and not knowing what else to do, I simply take him up on it and sit down. Killian gives Shinji a slight bow and goes to stand by the wall. Is he all right? Shinji sits on the armrest of my chair. So, the wedding was really lovely. I never thought I'd get to attend a magical wedding of any sort. Mickey chuckles. The wedding might have been magical, but sadly, it takes as much, if not more, planning than human ones. You could have just let someone else plan it. That would have been much less work. No, impossible. I saw what they wanted to put me in. There was no way I was going to wear some bright orange chartreuse monstrosity. Mickey suddenly reaches out and grabs my hand. Do not allow any of them to plan your wedding. Not unless you like really strange color and food choices. And, she shudders, the mermaid choir. Mermaid choir? She nods vigorously. Don't believe any of the stories. Mostly, they're awful singers. When I heard the choir for the first time, they sounded like a flock of screeching seagulls. No one told me about the mermaid choir. All of a sudden, I am very thankful you took over the planning. I'm kind of curious about the choir, but it's probably for the best they weren't here after all. Thank you, Mickey, for saving all of us from having bleeding ears. You're all very welcome. Munchie, how did you like my little prank, by the way? Prank? Yes, I decided that it would be quite funny to have the wedding on April Fool's, although no one here knows enough about the human realm to understand the joke. But I thought I might as well amuse myself with it. Lachlan laughs. His eyes sparkle joyfully when he looks at Mickey. You are so cute, my love. Me? Cute? I think you got it backwards, dearest. You're the cute one here. He's blushing. I hold back a laugh. She's right. He definitely is cute. I glance at Shinji, who looks back at me with a curious expression. Like father, like son, I guess. But enough of that now. She glances at Killian. Killian, why don't you come join us? I know there aren't enough seats, but Killian does a little bow. Thank you for your kind offer, Your Highness, but I am fine here. Just come here, idiot. In the blink of an eye, Lachlan jumps to his feet and marches right over to Killian. He grabs Killian and drags him back to us, forcing him into the seat that Lachlan had previously occupied. He's blushing so much. Poor Killian, my heart goes to you, boy. Then Lachlan takes the seat on Mickey's armrest. I would love to have a dating route with him, even though I know he's probably a heck of a lot older than us, but still, that'd be so freaking cute to have him. Since you are not giving me a choice. Happy enough with the answer, Lachlan pats Killian on the shoulder with a content smile. Content. Why did I say content? Whatever. We spend the rest of the day like this, together as a sort of family. I feel so welcomed by them that when I catch myself thinking of them as family, I realize that it's something I want to be. Wow, I love how it changed even in the window, the darkness. Time flies by so quickly that I only notice it's become dark when Killian suddenly stands up. It is getting very late. I should go now. Before anyone can stop him, Killian bows and quickly bolts out of the room. Lachlan stares at the door with a smile and then just quickly shakes his head. We should probably go now, too. Give you two some privacy. Oh, yeah. Today would be their first night together as husband and wife. Ooh. Yes, I agree. We'll get going now. Thank you for having us. I quickly get up, grab Shinji's hand, and much like Killian did, bolt out of there as quick as possible. Not wanting to go home just yet, we found ourselves back in the throne room together. The sound of our footsteps echoes in the quiet, empty room. With our hands entwined, Shinji wordlessly leads me towards the throne. As soon as we reach it, Shinji plops himself down on the floor and leans against the throne. I think it's supposed to be throne. Did it say throne? Oh no, it says throne. I don't know why I got throne. Why not just sit on the throne? Afraid that as soon as your ass touches the throne, a crown will appear on your head or something? With how Fey magic is, you never know. I think that it's a pretty valid concern. Who knows what kind of weird curse is on that thing? Now come on, sit with me. Shinji grabs my arm and pulls me down onto his lap. Ooh, cute. That's better. God, he's cute. The gentle look in his eyes, the way he smiles at me, I can't stop myself from staring at him. Too smitten? Well, since you've mentioned it, I think it's supposed to be, I think I should confess the truth. Yes, so very smitten. Shinji looks at me with that kind smile of his. For the first time, there's just that, the gentle look in his eyes and nothing else. No laughing, no playing it off, no trying to throw me off with jokes. Just him and me. We simply stare at each other in silence. No words are needed to express our feelings. I never said this before, but I'm so happy you didn't give up on me. I didn't want to let anyone in, but you just decided that wouldn't do and barged your way into my heart. What can I say? I just figured you'd be hopeless alone, or something like that.
He quietly chuckles. There's something I want to show you. I haven't tried it with anyone else before because it's complicated and draining to do, but I want to try it with you.
What? Is it dangerous?
No, not exactly. Just exhausting on my part.
Are you sure you want to do it then?
Yes.
Shinji closes his eyes without further comment. But that doesn't stop me from feeling worried. Shinji, if it's too exhausting, you don't have to do it. Whatever it is. He doesn't say anything. I can't tell if he's concentrating too hard or just ignoring me. Shinji, hey, you... Tiny floating little lights appear around us. It's so pretty. Our surroundings suddenly appear much brighter. The world looks so much more vibrant than I'd ever seen before. Shinji, what is all this? Are you creating these? Is this an illusion? What's going on? The questions fall out of my mouth one by one. There's so much more I want to ask, but I don't know where to begin. His lips quirk up gently.
This is how I see the world, how I see everything.
His voice is barely above a whisper as he speaks.
I wanted you to see it too, even if only for a little bit.
I don't know what to say to that. So those are those spirits? I'm guessing that's what they are because he can see spirits. With his eyes closed, he can't see me stare at him, so I take the opportunity to take in every little detail of his face. Seeing the world like this, the way he sees it, I have no words to express what I'm feeling. I think Shinji understands because he doesn't push me to say anything. Instead, he seems content with just letting me look through his eyes a little while longer. The way the little wisps dance around him, they give him an almost ethereal glow. No, it's not just the wisps. I realize that the ethereal glow comes from him. Thank you for showing me this.
Of course. If I could, I would rip the sun out of the sky for you, if it made you happy. But I can't, so letting you see the world like me is the next best thing.
I think this is much better. I don't need the sun or anything else that grand. All I need is you. Ooh, big kissy kissy. Shinji pulls me closer, quickly closing the distance between our lips. In that moment, it feels like there is nothing else, only we exist. His warm lips taste so bittersweet. I quietly wish for this moment to last forever. I squeeze his hands and he squeezes mine back. For however long we last, I always want to remember all the little moments spent with him. We pull back ever so slowly, away from each other and smile. With the magic gone, I go back to seeing the world now, how I've always my God, I can't read. Do you always see the world like that? So bright and vibrant?
Most of the time.
Not all the time?
Every world has its shadows.
I want to ask further, but Shinji yawns, and I can see the exhaustion set in. Well, we've got a long time to live. I can ask him another time. I push myself up to my feet and pull him up with me. Come on, you've exhausted yourself with showing me that. So, let's get you into bed. You need some rest. And don't you even try that line on me right now.
Line? What line?
It's okay. Don't worry about it. Definitely won't work right after you yourself told me how exhausting that is.
All right, I won't say it.
I take his hand and start leading him through the throne room. As soon as we get to the bedroom, I push Shinji into bed and quickly join him myself. He wraps his arms around me and pulls me close to him. It's slowly becoming a habit of ours to sleep like this. Too exhausted to do much else, I lie my head on his chest and listen to his steady heartbeat as I fall asleep. My last thoughts are of the uncertain future that I might face. But that one thing I know for certain is that whatever I do, I will have Shinji at my side. Is this the end? It is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really are enjoying. Our next route will be Takumi's route. I'm excited to start his too. I'm excited to start all these routes. I mean, come on. We're almost done with this game. We just have Takumi, and then we have Hikaru, which I think he has two different kind of things. But anyway, I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.